Evening, freaks. I'm here to give Gemini a signature wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And we're diving into a juicy one tonight. All right. I got an inspiration. It came through for Gemini because I came across these cards. All right. I came across these Pokemon trading cards in a very serendipitous way. I felt really pulled to go to this little spot where there is one of those little libraries where you can take a book, leave a book, and I came across this. Pokemon trading cards. And there is a little note on the inside, so I just want to, pay it forward and give these people some attention. You can find out about this project, apparently leaving a little something for another to find and be blessed up by is part of this project. We got hashtag Pokemon Pass Along Project on TikTok. It's inspired by @AmberNicole2290 locally in the Detroit area by @Kate__Dixie. Okay, so they passed this along, abroad found it, and I'm using it to integrate into a reading. So it'll be interesting to see what springs off from this, but I have kind of an unusual idea for working with these cards. So what we're looking at here is what's on offer. Okay, so there's some prize on offer, Gemini. There's something that you want to achieve, you want for yourself. These are the things that you have your sights set on. It could be a person, it could be a goal. Okay, it's the prize, the eyes on the prize. What are the eyes on? Okay. And we're looking at the opposition. What's getting in the way of you reaching this goal, hitting this mark, achieving your objective, all right? And so in order to determine that, we're going to first find out, do you really have any opponents? Are there any people that are in opposition to you achieving this goal, or is what's happening that's holding you back more occurring on the inside? Is it some kind of, how can I put this, a block, some kind of block you have within yourself, an internal block, an emotional block, a mental block, an insecurity, something that's holding you back. So we're going to determine that with a roll of the Monopoly dice. We're going to determine that first before, we get into laying out oppositions on the board. There will be one section that will determine your side, and the other will be your opposition side. We're also going to find out with that Monopoly dice, if it's outside opposition, how many people are you dealing with? A single person that you're facing off with, a nemesis that you're facing off with, or is it a couple people working together, or a couple working against you, or is it a whole group or some kind of larger entity, organization that you're coming up against, all right? And then what we're going to do is, once we get that figured out, we'll deal out hands for each of the players on the board so we know what they're working with. And that's when we'll get into working with the Pokemon cards. And we're just going to have a lot of fun with this, okay? I'm bringing in a lot of different elements with this read. We're going to flow with it organically. We're going to find out what planets you need to work with, to harness your strength. We're also going to find out what's your mojo, what's your secret magics you got in this situation that you can use to your advantage to formulate a strategy for success in overcoming the opposition. It's to give you the edge, all right? So I hope you have fun with this. This is truly a wild card read. I just made it up on the fly. I am not using tarot for this at all. So the first thing I want to get into, Gemini, is I want to see what's this prize that you have your eyes on? What is Gemini wanting to achieve? Or maybe it's just like you have this urge towards something, something's pulling you forward. You want some forward motion in your life, but you're not even sure what the prize is for some of you. So this can be something you're already aware of, or this can be something that will be illuminated for you as you start to apply this strategy. It's some kind of prize on offer for you, okay? So it's the objective. It's the objective. What what is the prize available to Gemini? What is this prize that Spirit wants Gemini to set their sights on? What is the prize that is available to Gemini collective? All right, let's check it out. What do we got here? Bottom of the deck energy. Keys. Okay, so you're wanting to open up some door of opportunity. You feel like this is aligned with you. You're just needing the building blocks to get there. That's one thing that you're needing. You're needing building blocks, certain keys that will open these doors to the success that you seek. Okay, give me some more information about this prize on offer to Gemini once they find the keys to open up this door of opportunity, Spirit. Okay, all right. Okay, it has to do with making some kind of deal. You might feel like you have to make a deal with the devil to get this thing. I say that because the crossing influence is the flame. Okay, so you do have some opposition. The opposition might be around, is this really something you want to get into? Some of you might be considering partnerships of some sort, all right? There's some kind of compromise that has to be made here that might be, you know, more than you bargained for. That's what I got. This could really put you in a pinch, you know. It might seem like it's a good deal at the moment, just for the sake of getting progress or getting closer towards your goals. But Spirit's here is saying, think about the kind of agreements you're making. This might not be the kind of change you want, might be disruptive. Okay, so there's this piece here. All right, well, what is this around? What is this deal on offer? What's it about? What is Gemini hoping to gain out of making this deal? What is this prize that's so coveted? I want a little bit more information about this for Gemini. Ooh, it's landing on the floor. All right, there's some kind of letter or message involved with this, all right? Spirit's about to give you that memo right now. I feel I'm going to do a cut of the deck here. All right, we got the cat lady, and on the other side, temptation, all right? So this could be around somebody that you're wanting to advance with romantically. I say that because we got the cat lady to the snake to the heart, all right? So this is somebody who's trying to be very strategic about how they move forward in matters of the heart, and you'll know what side you're on. It could be that you are interested in somebody, but you feel like there's a lot of competition for this person, or that this person's already in some kind of relationship. You might be trying to figure out a strategy for how you can move toward this person and come out of like the single life, right? Some of you right now are single. You're ready to, you know, connect with another. We see that here with the heart. Okay, there's somebody that lights your fire, somebody that, you know, you're really drawn to. They do it for you. Okay, but with that 12 energy, there could be some kind of third party in the mix that's causing a problem. This could also be that you came across some kind of letter or message. You realize that somebody is trying to come in between you and the person that you're romantically involved with, or that you have your sights set on. Maybe you saw something online. In some way, there's a message involved in this. Could be a DM. Could also be that you're currently in a relationship and you're in the process of sort of like, you know, heading in a different direction, but you're being kind of undercover about it. You might already be talking to somebody online. There's a little bit of the devil in the details in this situation, I feel. You'll know what side you're on in this matter, but it feels like something's getting in the way of you uniting on a heart level with the object of your desire. That's what I got. There's a lot of temptation here, okay? There's a lot of sensual energy. There's a lot of attraction. And there's this desire to, like, you know, kind of go rogue. That's what I got with the cat lady. I mean, look, cat ladies on their own, but there's also a lot of other cats around kind of paying attention to what's going on with this solo figure here. There's also like this real kind of like cool as a cucumber sort of vibe, like, Whoever you are, Gemini, you feel very sure of yourself. You feel very confident. You know that you might have some opposition, but I think Ted says yes. Okay, so Ted says that yes, there is some opposition in this matter, but I think you feel like you can find a way around this, right? You may be right about that. Let's have a look, okay? Yeah, happiness on offer. You see that you're going to overcome whatever's been holding you back in this place of just being stuck in the same old day after day. Maybe it's been a real grind, you know? You're so tired of dealing with this stuff. You're so tired of people that are getting in the way of what you want. It's like same day, same day, different shit. Well, maybe it's like, you know, different days, same shit, but it's like, it feels like the same day on repeat because it's always like the same cast of characters causing the same problems. You're tired of putting out these fires, dealing with these hassles. I think that, you know, this is an indication that spirit is on your side with that 7 energy. There's some kind of happiness that's coming through for you. It could very well be that you're getting a message, you know, some kind of message is coming through to you. It kind of like boosts your spirits. It gives you a little bit of an advantage, all right? But the opposition still remains, all right? So now what we need to find out is this opposition coming from within you, or is it actually outside opposition? So we're going to use the Monopoly dice to determine this. And if there is outside opposition, is it just one person or are there multiple players involved? Just with that Cats card, to me, it feels like there might be multiple women involved. I'm picking that up, like female opposition, or that the opposition may be coming from some kind of cattiness, all right? Secrets. Okay, so we got 2 energy here, and that kind of fits the narrative of what I was bringing in before, that this is about a couple, all right? It could be a couple of people working together. It could be a couple that's in opposition to your desires. So in other words, like I was saying, you might have your eyes on somebody who's already in a relationship, or you might feel like there's a couple that's at odds with your desires. Maybe couple, it could be like parental figures have an issue with the person that you're attracted to, something along these lines. Like there's something that makes this person kind of taboo or off limits, or people aren't in agreement with you heading in this direction, all right? Or there's multiple people that are interested in this person and the object of your desire. Okay, let's figure out the sides here, all right? So I'm pulling out these Pokemon cards now. We're going to first establish your side and the role you're playing, what you're working with, Gemini. So let's just see. Show me Gemini's side, Spirit. Show me Gemini's side. What role is Gemini playing in this situation? What role is Gemini playing in this situation? You know, we're going to determine, are you acting out of the shadow or light? What are you working with? Where are you at right now? Where's your basic energy at in this situation, Gemini? Who's Gemini in this situation? Who's Gemini in this situation, Spirit? Who's Gemini in this situation? Give me a clue. Show me the role Gemini is playing in this situation. Show me the role that Gemini is playing in this situation. Show me the role Gemini is playing in this situation. Show me the role Gemini is playing in this situation. You're trying to keep your role quiet. I feel like there's a lot that's kind of undercover with you. You're trying to do something behind the scenes. You're not really wanting to reveal your position. Maybe you're trying to keep people guessing about your position, where you really stand. Okay, that wanted to come out. What do we got here? It's in reverse. Dynamo, thunder wave, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Tackle. Okay, so again, that kind of like leads me to believe that you're not really wanting people to know your position. You're preparing to do some kind of strike in this situation. You're preparing to make your move. You plan on tackling the opposition, but you need them to be in a position where maybe they're a little bit weakened from where they are right now. All right, let's flip a coin. I do have a coin, so let's find out if now is the time for you to make your move, all right? I'm just going to flip this penny. This penny is from the year 1991, okay? So 1991 might be significant. It might be connected to this person, or something significant might have gone down in your life at that time. Ted shook his head, yes, okay, so definitely it's playing a role for somebody. Let's just see what the coin has to say. Heads, okay, so yeah, it's heads. So right now is the time for you to make your move. Maybe you've been holding back from taking action. Now is the time for you to take action. You need to tackle this situation. It's time to stop thinking about it, thinking about what you're going to do, and actually put something in motion. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you a hand. All right. So we're going to get your hand together, and then we'll check out the opposition. It looks like it's potentially a couple is the opposition, or it could be two separate people. So I'm going to go ahead and get two other cards on the board just to determine the opposition's hand as well, okay? And we're going to go into your hands once I get these all laid out. Very interesting. All right, so you're planning some like surprise attack, right? Could even be through a message. Maybe there's some message that you're going to issue. You feel like that's the key to your happiness. All right, you got a message of your own you want to deliver. Bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, you want somebody to move away with the 6 of spades. You want them to move out of the picture so you can make your move, okay? So let's get the hand for Gemini. What is Gemini working with here? What is Gemini's hand? What is Gemini's hand to play in this situation? I mean, it looks like you got to move kind of in the shadow in this situation. You do have a shadow card crossing here. I'm going to just start with this, all right? And we'll go ahead and build off of that as we get into reading it. All right, so now I want to find out about your ops. So show me these two people. We're going to do person number 1 first, okay? I feel like it might be a couple, and that's what the opposition is, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that. This might be a couple, a dynamic duo that's in the way. Batman and Robin vibes. What the hell? Whoa, and just as I said that, just flew out. Also in reverse. Isn't this interesting? Okay, so in reverse, this person's kind of laying low. Chatot, cycle draw, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. And it says flap. This person normally really runs at the mouth. This person normally has a lot to say. They talk a lot of shit, but it's in reverse right now. So this person is being quiet. And it's interesting because we need to discard a card from your hand. So I'm taking away this crossing influence. Maybe this is somebody who blocked you. Ooh, and it's spicy what's on the other side of this, okay? This is some kind of oppression with the 10 of clubs. This is a burden. This is something that weighed heavily on you. This person may have put some burden on you. They maybe ran their mouth and caused a lot of problems for you. They put you in a place of really being overloaded with something that was not yours to carry, okay? They caused some real oppression for you that's held you back, all right? Well, discarding it, it goes to this person now, okay? So this person is kind of keeping quiet because I think they're feeling the weight of their actions at this time. So that's person number 1. We're going to get into more like defining details of these characters, but we're just getting a baseline out here. Okay, show me opposition number 2. Who is the secondary opposition to Gemini? Show me the secondary opposition to Gemini. Show me the secondary opposition to Gemini in this situation. When you see happiness is on offer, but it looks like this happiness has been earmarked for you because you got, you know, spirit coming through for you on that. So it sounds to me like somebody ran their mouth that caused some problems for you. And they came in between something that was supposed to be your happiness, right? This person caused a lot of burden for you. They caused a lot of stress for you. You also felt in the dark. Like, I think that at one point you thought like, oh, this is a sure thing. Like, this is mine, you know? And then all of a sudden you felt very like out of the loop in this situation. You felt really in the dark. You didn't know what was going on. This is starting to come to light. Yeah, I feel like somebody that was really mouthy in this situation is quiet now. Okay, this one came upright. Manky. And we got scratch. Okay, scratch. Okay, it's interesting with scratch. The first thing when I think manky, for some reason hanky panky like came into my my mind. So this might be somebody that they got a desire for you. Okay, it's like an itch they got to scratch. Okay, they want to get down with you. I think you know this person's attracted to you. I think there's like a mutual like desire here. Okay, mutual desire. So let's go ahead and get some kind of let's get some kind of a hand for this particular character, and we need to get a couple more for you, right? You need 2 cards on your side. This is said to draw 2. All right, so we're just going to get yours first. All right, let's get yours first to address the one you had to give away to your op. All right, now it's interesting that this manky character, this, you know, op number 2, they seem to have a desire for you. There's like some kind of chemistry, there's some attraction there, and yet at the same time there's still an opposition because they're aligned with this person who's been talking smack about you, causing some kind of burden, problems for you, keeping you in the dark, maybe even eclipsing you out, you know. This person is not totally on the up and up because they are, you know, desiring you, and it looks like there's at least been some kind of encouragement from their side. All right, so that's a little sus, man. You know, you might need to question this a little bit. Yeah, with the 7 of Hearts in reverse, you know, this shows that this person has a lot of options. This person might actually like to keep their options open. It also shows that they're working with the Opps, okay? And there might be something you need to be aware of here. There's a little smoke and mirrors in this situation. There's an air of confusion. There's something you don't have the full picture of here, okay? So let me get your 2 cards that you need, all right? 1, that's in the light, and 2. Woo! Oh, this looks very good for you. You're in a very strong position, okay? Both came out in the light, all right? Now let's get Mr. Manky Hanky Panky's hand. I don't know why I want to refer to them as that, but 23:33 on the clock when I brought that in. So we're going to get a hand for Manky Hanky Panky, who has an itch they want to scratch with you. Ooh. Yeah, they have a lot of options, so you might want to be careful. You might desire this person, but I just got, you know, they got an itch they need to scratch. So it's possible that this person could have contracted something, you know, sleeping around, and you don't want to necessarily pick up any STDs, all right? So do be mindful of, you know, tempting fruit. Once you bite into it, you could find a worm on the inside of that apple, you know. Somebody may be the apple of your eye, but it might not be the prize that you think it is. And that's kind of a little bit confirmed also with your hand, and I'll get into that in just a moment here. Okay, show me the hand that this Manky Hanky Panky is working with. They're coming through. It's ooh, yeah, ooh. I think I'm right on the money with that. I have to say, I think I'm right on the money with that. And it's interesting because it's like your opponent's hands are being revealed first. Look at this. In the shadow, okay, Ace of Clubs in reverse. This is like big D energy, but it's like, wah, wah, just like you don't want this, okay? You don't want this. Somebody has a lot of options. Somebody has multiple partners. Somebody is making it out like they're not on the same side as this person that you're viewing as your opposition, but they're actually like connected to them. They're actually like hooking up with them. I also would just be careful because you don't know if this person is like, you don't know what their practices are in terms of hooking up with people, I don't feel like this person's very responsible about the way they hook up with people. This person might like to raw dog a lot, okay? There's something you need to be aware of here. Now, we already know that whatever burden this opposition, and I feel like it's feminine, okay? Just because of the cat energy that came in so strongly. There's some kind of feminine opposition here that's causing some kind of problem, some kind of burden, or keeping you in the dark. You feel like they're pulling strings, manipulating the situation. We know whatever burden was put on you, it's being placed on them. I feel like this might be because of some message that comes through, like something's revealed to you, something gets illuminated for you. This may even be illuminated for you online, and it makes things very clear for you about the way you need to move forward. Now, what's interesting is as that feminine opposition takes on the burden that they tried to place on you, all right? It's like they're going to have to take responsibility for it. You got now two energies working on your behalf, all right? You got the 9 of clubs, okay, in reverse to the 9 of diamonds. Now, it's really interesting because 9 of diamonds is very much an independent energy, and it's really standing in your strength. It's also a place of fully being in your element and having everything you need to hit the mark. So I see success for you. I also see that you're in a position now where you no longer feel like you have to stand guard over what is meant for you, this happiness that's meant for you. Because we know now's the time to take action, all right? Like we already determined that from the get. Your opposition is in a weak position right now. They've gotten themselves in over their head. They're in a big mess. There's some kind of truth coming out about this person. It's illuminating things. Now this person who once was like talking a lot of shit, they're being quiet. They're keeping mum. They're laying low. They don't know what to do, okay? They're paralyzed. Like they don't know what action they should take, okay? So now's the time for you to tackle this situation because you definitely have the upper hand. There's not a need for you to like defend yourself any further. There's going to be no more attacks coming from this quarter. That's what I really got. This person knows the shoe's on the other foot right now, and you're about to come into alignment with some kind of abundance come up. I also feel like public recognition, people are really seeing your growth. They're seeing that you're like leveling up. You're in a very strong position. People are really seeing you differently. So this person tried to cast some glamour over you, who you are. It's like they tried to tell others who you are. They spun this whole narrative around you. And they tried to sell this version of you that you were like weak, or that you didn't have what it takes, that you're just like a victim. You're always in this victim mindset. You always blame other people. You don't take accountability for yourself. But really, it's sort of like now the proof is in the pudding. People are really seeing that, no, actually, you take a lot of accountability. Like, you've done the work. It's evident in the growth that is being revealed to everybody around you. Like, they really see that you have taken charge of your life, that you are not living out of this sort of like victim mindset, that you're not weak. You're actually very strong, and you're moving into a strong position, and you're moving into your element. And so I feel like this is the great takedown. This is the tackle. It's like you are bringing down this like house of lies, like this whole narrative that was spun around who you are. It's all a bunch of BS. And it's actually because this person feels insecure about you, all right? Maybe they feel like you're a threat. Maybe they feel like you could take Mr. Manky Hanky Panky away from them, all right? And the reality is there is no competition, you know, because this is your happiness. You don't need to defend what's earmarked for you. Like you don't get into that. Like you're not into the whole competitive thing, certainly not for a person. And you may desire someone, you may find them attractive, you know. You may feel like, yeah, you know, this person is where it's at for me. But at the same time, you're also not going to get roped into any situation where somebody's trying to put you in competition with other people. I got that. Like you know who you are, you know what you're worth. You don't need to defend who you are. It's evident. Everybody can see who you are just by how you show up. And you know that what's meant for you will be for you, and nobody can come in between that. And if they can, then it was never yours to begin with. So I feel like you almost take this philosophical view, and you're sort of in this place where you're like, look, I'll show you. You can try to tell people who I am all the live long day, but I'm going to show people who I am by how I show up and what I create, how I move forward in this situation. And I feel like you got it on lock, man. You got it on lock. All right. Looks really good for you. You're in a position where you're really about to level up, and you're looking very appealing. You're looking good. You know, I think you're drawing a lot of attention. I do feel like some message is going to come your way that's going to give you a lot of happiness. And maybe somebody was interfering with you receiving this message. That's why they did all this, like, you know, whispering in corners, gossiping, stirring up problems around you and trying to slant people's perception of who you are, because they wanted to interfere with you receiving this message. It could be a couple, actually, too, just seeing the way this energy is working. It could be a couple that's been trying to thwart your progress and keep you away from some kind of happiness, maybe in a relationship, or keeping somebody who wants to come towards you from coming towards you, all right? I don't see that this is going to be successful for them. It looks like they don't have the advantage at this time, all right? Yeah. Whoever was doing a lot of talking, they ain't so proud now, okay? Like, they're toning it down. This person's laying low. I think they know that they've been kind of sussed out. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the dice here to determine what planetary energies you should work with right now, just to further secure your success. I think you're going to claim this prize. It really looks like that to me, all right? You got 1 and 3 energy. Okay, so 1 energy is the sun. All right, so yeah, it's like it's your time to shine. Let yourself shine. And it was 33 on the clock when I said that. So this is definitely like you've mastered something. You got a solid plan, mind, body, spirit in alignment. This is for you, okay? This is a big time of success for you. You should feel really proud of yourself and what you've come out of. And it's not about you dimming your light for anyone at this time. So like, turn it up, okay? Turn it up to 11. Let yourself really be seen. Let yourself shine. I feel like there's some big success that's coming your way. You're going to feel really good about this. People are seeing you for who you truly are, and you're having your moment. So I almost feel like it's time for that spotlight to be on you. So maybe don't put so much focus on this opposition or these people who have been holding you back or holding you down, because it's sort of a way that you can kind of like dim your light. 1 is also Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo. It might be time for you to like step out with a Leo. You and Leo are taking center stage, or you could be dealing with a Leo in this situation. We also have 3 energy. That's Jupiter energy. So again, I feel like you're heading into this time of expansion, success. A lot of you are having a level up in terms of your public reputation, your public image. I'm picking up like big 10th house energy. You potentially could be dealing with a Capricorn. I also see that people have a whole new view of you. You're starting to get some respect thrown on your name. I also feel like it's opening up doors of opportunity for you. I feel like with that message coming in and the key that opens up a door of opportunity, I think as public opinion sways about you, as you start to kind of like, you know, you're developing a reputation that precedes you, and where somebody else may have defined that reputation in the past, your own merit is defining it now. And so there's some message coming in. It gives you an opportunity to really like move forward in a big way. I see it brings you not only success in terms of just your public image, your standing in the community, but I also feel like it brings some kind of financial reward your way. This is really good, all right? Really, really good. You also could be dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? So these are energies you should work with, all right? They are coming up as like the planetary energies that are beneficial for you. So Sagittarians are good people for you to connect with. They can really help you expand into this next phase of your life, this next chapter of your life. You might also want to invoke a little bit of that Sagittarius energy. So this kind of speaks of the opportunities that could be coming your way, opportunities to travel, okay? You're going through a lot of spiritual growth at this time. It also shows you in a more independent energy. You might be better off kind of going your own way, going rogue, rather than trying to work with others in terms of any sort of like career or financial objectives. I got that very strongly. I do feel like your network is expanding. More people are hearing about you, knowing about you. And the view is favorable, okay? There's some kind of like spotlight shined on you. You may even get some word about some kind of like special event to sort of like showcase your talents. You should go for this opportunity. It will really expand your reach. It's a big moment for you, all right? You're really gonna shine. So that looks really good, all right? And then also with 4 energy there, that is Aquarius, okay? Uranus energy. So it's also about you like switching things up, you know, bring something different to the table. It's okay if you got kind of an unconventional approach that actually can really work for you at this time. And I also feel like anything that you're moving towards, anything that you're wanting to launch, you need to do it a little bit like more on the down low. I'm picking up big like Sun Tzu, you know, kind of vibes where it's like you gotta move, you know, quiet. And when you strike, come down like a thunderbolt, you know, shock them, like shock and awe. The thunder wave, you know, that's you. You're tying them up. Thunder wave. That's the role you're playing. It's like, oh, they'll feel your thunder, like the ground's gonna shake when you make this move. It comes very unexpected. Nobody ever saw you doing this. Nobody ever saw this coming. It's also a very unconventional idea. It's something that really expands your network. And I feel like you're going to have the ground shaking around you. I feel that very strongly. All right, so let's look at op number 1. Okay, this person, Chatot, who is you know, not very chatty now. Now they're kind of quiet. I don't know why I got chat thought. I don't know. This person might be a thought. You know, this person might use their sexuality a lot. This is the way they kind of entice people. Okay, let's earmark who this opposition is and what energies they're working with right now planetarily. We got a 1. Okay, so Leo coming in again. All right, Leo. This person likes to have the spotlight. They like all eyes to be on them. Right now, though, that's what makes it very interesting that this person is not, you know, communicating, is not really in the spotlight. They're taking a back seat. They're hiding out. There's some kind of suppression of their light. I feel like they're trying to cloak things. They're not wanting to reveal their hand right now. All right. This also could be a Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo in this situation who's kind of like doing something subversively. All right. Very interesting. And then with the 6 energy coming in, that is associated with Venus. So that could be Taurus. That could also be Libra. All right. So these could be, Ted just shook his head, yes. So these could be characters involved in your situation that are playing an opposition role. We got Libra, we got Taurus. We also got Leo, all right? These could be oppositions in your situation. Also with Venus coming in, we know that this is happening in matters of love, all right? It could be that the opposition is also coming in terms of creativity, all right, with that Venus energy. You may feel like these people try to use more sort of superficial means to have an advantage. They may be kind of more superficial people. They think it's all about how you look or who you know or what you have. You might kind of label these as like mean girls, you know? You think these are mean girls. That's your perception of them. You just think they're superficial. And I think it's funny because they thought that they could kind of take you down through superficial means, you know? Maybe they attacked you superficially, you know? Maybe they attacked your looks, you know? Or they tried to talk down about you on this level, you know? They tried to say that, you know, you didn't have any success, you weren't working with anything. Like, I don't know. These strike me as maybe people that really value things like designer labels and fancy cars and money. And I don't know, maybe they were trying to kind of even work this Mr. Manky Hanky Panky for something superficial. And maybe they used sexuality. I did pick up thought energy. So maybe they tried to throw around their sexuality and use that because they saw that this Mr. Manky Hanky Panky maybe had something they wanted to get their hands on. Maybe this person has some kind of status, and so they were kind of like dick riding, you know? They wanted to gain, you know, some status through associating with this person, or maybe they wanted to get their hands on their money. There's some kind of advantage they felt they could get aligning with this person. I feel like they've been in opposition. So, you know, Leo came up as a helpful person towards you. So you could be with a Leo, or you could have your eyes on a Leo. You know, there's somebody you want to connect with, and you may feel like these people are interfering in that connection, right? Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. So yeah, they're moving on the down low in matters of love, or in some creative project. Okay. So if you're a creative person, these could be people that are kind of like working against you, doing something on the down low. This could even be people who are trying to like kind of like bite your style, bite your work, and take credit for it. All right. To appeal to this Mr. Manky Panky. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, they're doing it behind the scenes though. They're not being upfront open. It's definitely a subversive energy there. And let's see the planetary energies in play for this Mr. Manky, Hanky Panky. It's coming across as masculine for me. Okay. Masculine who's a little like, you know, likes to play the field, likes to have options, maybe, you know, has multiple options. Maybe this person's polyamorous. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. We got 6 energy coming in for this person as well. Okay, so again, Venus energy. They could have a strong Taurus or Libra placement in their chart. They could also be working with this Taurus or Libra, and that's the truth, and that's something you need to be aware of. Okay, there's an attraction there. Like somebody's kept their options open, and it's something you need to be mindful of. I'm telling you, like this person comes through as a little sketchy. I just have to call it how I see it. This may be somebody that you feel really aligned with, and you know, you might realize with things being in opposition, these people may have thought that they were burdening you by coming in between you and this person, and then you actually find out like, no, you have that, you know, that's for you to carry now. It's your problem now. Like I'm up on my own and I'm leveling up. You may actually find that as you've had some like time and distance in this situation, or as you felt like kind of out of the loop or out in the cold, maybe this person like put you on ice or on the back burner or something like that. During that time, you're actually having a level up. It's like it worked to your advantage, and you're finding out that maybe this person ain't the prize that you thought they were. Okay, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, this person's doing something shady. I feel like they're either working against you creatively, okay, for those of you who are like artists, or those of you who are musicians, or you know, filmmakers. You do something creative, okay, where it's kind of a competitive field. This could be somebody that's trying to like you know, interfere with your success. It could be a couple. There's definite like sexual manipulation going on here, but it's all very superficial. It has this like clout chasing kind of energy in terms of creativity. Now, when it comes to something, and this could be your creative business ideas as well, okay? It could be somebody like biting your style, trying to, you know, rip you off in this way. They're trying to get an upper hand. I really feel like with that ace of clubs in reverse for Mr. Hanky Panky, it ain't gonna work. It just isn't. Like, their efforts are impotent. This person could deal with impotency too. That might be a clue to kind of just like help you figure out what's going on here. Or maybe this person's been withholding from you sexually. Now you know why. All right. This person manipulates in matters of the heart. That's what they work with as their manipulation. They keep people waiting. They make promises. They don't deliver. They have multiple people involved. They largely hook up with people because they think it'll make them look better, give them some kind of advantage or status, right? So this is something you need to be aware of. And then with the 4 energy, we have Aquarius, okay? So this person could have a strong Aquarius placement in their chart as well. This person may do some kind of work online. They may be talking to this op, you know, this other op online. I feel like this person, Mr. Hanky Panky, is somebody that you consider them on your side, but there's something here you're not aware of. This person's actually working with the ops. They're finessing a little bit, and this is something you need to be aware of. This is something that's going down online with that Aquarius placement. It's also something you don't expect, okay, with Uranus in the mix associated with that 4 energy. It's something that comes as a surprise. It comes as a tower. It's out of pocket. And it's something going down online. I get that very strongly. It's something that affects your network, your community, your friendship circle. All right? There's rats in the mix. There's rats in the mix, and you need to be aware of this. But I think that you are really gaining the upper hand in this situation. Spirit's making up for some real troubling times you've gone through. There's some happiness that's coming in for you. It's an opportunity. It opens up a new door for you to walk through. It shows you in a very strong, independent position, very successful, looking good, feeling good, in your element. Nothing's going to hold you back. You no longer need to defend yourself. You no longer need to defend your name. You know, it's clear, it's evident who you are by how you're showing up. I think you're getting a lot of support from your community. These people are moving out of their sphere of influence. I do feel like there's a little something shocking coming forward, though, that you do need to be aware of. Let's go ahead and use these here, okay? I'm not really worried about your opposition because clearly, you know, you're at the advantage here. I think your strategy is just not to worry about these people any longer. I'm picking that up very strongly. It's sort of like drop the defenses. You don't need to defend yourself so much anymore. It's evident, you know, who you are and what you're about. It's also evident that in cases where people were biting your style or trying to steal your work or interfere with your progress with a creative project, like, it's totally evident that these people aren't the real deal and you're the OG, you're the originator here, okay? So just don't even stress about that. It's sort of like the more that you sit there and kind of like have to speak up for yourself and be in this defensive posturing, it works against you. It doesn't benefit you. Like, you've already overcome the opposition. That's what I really see these people like. They're paralyzed, like they're impotent. They're like, their actions aren't going to affect you anymore. And actually, by you continuing to be in a defensive posturing, you're giving them energy. You're giving them power. They want that, all right? So it's sort of like, drop it. You already won. Be strong. Be in your independent energy moving forward. I'm using these cards, these black light playing cards, to just sort of signify what you can't see right now that's actually working in your favor, right? So let's check this out. Yeah, 8 of Hearts coming up in the light. By you walking away from this player, all right, you actually come out ahead. You move in a direction that brings you a lot of happiness and personal fulfillment. You're following the deeper callings of your soul at this time and how you're moving forward. You're not wasting any more time with anything that doesn't feel good. And if you have been sitting here like, you know, trying to defend yourself or like, you know, clap back, it's a waste of time, really. Spirit's telling you, just let it be water under the bridge. Move forward. You're already out ahead. Okay, look at this. I love how it came out. 6 of Clubs, victory in your favor. You are overcoming opposition. That's what you need to be aware of. Cut of the deck energy on that. Look at this. Jack of Diamonds, okay? And look, Joker in reverse. So this could have been the person that was like slowing down your progress. It could have been the Taurus. We did have Venus energy come in. That's Earth sign energy. And you got a Jack of Diamonds here. Jack of Diamonds is notorious for like really slowing things down. So it could have been a Taurus that was blocking your path. They could have been the interfering element. But look, this player, tables have turned. Joke's on them. Okay, Joker in reverse there. And 4 of Spades. This person's been put on ice. They're having a time out. And there's an ending to this game for them. Whatever hardship they put on you, it's turning back around. And with the 7 of Clubs coming up in reverse, they're now having to fight off opposition, all right? Sort of like the chickens are coming home to roost. That's what I got. Whatever they put on you is now their lot, and they're having to deal with that. All right, let's see what mojo you're working with at this time. We're going to pull out some charms for you and just see what you got in your magic bag, what kind of tricks you got up your sleeve. It looks like you're about to step into some big success that's going to give you public recognition. This is your moment. It's your time to shine, where you've had to walk away from somebody, where you're finding out that somebody did you dirty, you know, and they've been fooling around with somebody that you viewed as the opposition. This is about you really, like, you know, understanding that sometimes rejection is Spirit's protection, and it's working out to your advantage. Like, for real, you are leveling up. Success on your side. You're about to step into your shining moment. I feel like Leo season is really popping off for you. Okay, and I got a couple charms for you here. Ooh, look, we got the top hat. Yeah, stepping out in style. I really feel like you're looking good. And I do think that there is like some celebrated event that you're going to. Like, it's your time to shine. It's your moment. You're getting center stage. You're the tops, you know, people recognize you're the tops. I really feel like this is some kind of party or opening or engagement or something, you know, where you're really getting your chance to have your moment. It's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of celebration around it. I also feel like this is like you leveling up as well. You know, you're the tops, you're the head honcho here. Looks really good, and you're stepping out in style. So I feel like you're revamping your image a little bit too. You might be buying yourself some new clothes. You may be even getting yourself a new ride. All right, we do have this car here, so where you've been thwarted, where progress was held back, you're moving forward. I don't know, this is giving me like Rolls Royce vibes too. So oh, wishing on a star. Rolls Royce is coming through as a song. I'll pin it in the comments for you. But Rolls Royce as well. I feel like maybe you're getting some like fancy car to go to this engagement with. I keep saying engagement, so maybe you're getting hitched. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe there's a wedding in connection with this, or a union, a merger, a coming together, a joining of forces. Could be with a Sagittarius, all right? Could be with a Leo, but I don't know, like this Leo energy kind of came up as a little sus over here on the opposition side. So you may have thought you were going to team up with a Leo, but you're actually going to team up with a Sagittarius instead, Okay, so this message coming in, but there's some kind of moving forward here where you were held back and you're moving forward in style, and there's a lot of public recognition around it. So this is your magic right now. So I think you need to work with a little glamour magic, you know, revamp your style, maybe get some new duds, you know. Maybe you haven't put a lot of attention into your appearance, and now you're putting some more focus there. It's a certain kind of glamour magic for you. It's part of your mojo. So let your style really represent like who you see yourself as, you know. If you had the courage to really go after what you wanted, you know, how would that look, you know? Step into that role, you know? It's like doing a little role playing as if you're already in that winner's circle, because it looks like you're heading there, so get ready for it. So I see like your magic comes through like your clothes, your attire, the colors you wear. You might even want to get yourself like some kind of special hat, something you can wear on your head, like they almost like symbolizes your crown, like that crowning moment of success, okay? And also with the car here, it's about you moving forward. Move forward in style. Think about how you move forward. Don't move forward with a bunch of this clap back energy that's just going to kind of align you with the thoughts, all right? This is about you moving forward in style, not sinking down to that level of the people who got in your way. And you're just going to find, you know, the ride so much easier from here, okay? Where you've been held back, you're about to race forward, and it looks so good, and you deserve it. Good for you. You know what? Success is the best revenge.